guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Kimberly Gallegos. I just filmed this whole video where you can see dry shampoo in my hair, and I think I got it all out, and I hope so because I don't want to do this again. Also, I need to grab my phone real quick. Hold on. Okay, sorry. So in this video I wanted to talk about the weight loss surgery that I chose and why I chose it, and then like the process. Okay, so here we go. So why weight loss surgery? For me, there was a few reasons. First, I qualified. My BMI was very high. I think it was like, so embarrassing. I think it was like at 40 or something crazy like that. So I definitely qualified to where like they would do it without like really hesitation, and also my insurance was like, oh yeah, this girl, like take her in. And then also, like I had told you in the previous video, I had diabetes. So that was another thing that allowed me, it qualified me for this surgery. I wanted to get that under control. My diabetes actually, before I had gone in for this, had kind of gotten worse. The medicine I was using, which was metformin, wasn't working, and so they needed to put me on like a combination one. So yeah, and I was on like other medicines too for I think like high cholesterol and all the other things that typically come with it. That's what I was doing, and I was like 23 years old, like really young. And also I couldn't drop more weight. Like I said, I had already lost about like 30 pounds, but I had kind of plateaued. I did have a gym membership. I was like working out and stuff like that, but I just wasn't losing any more weight, which 30 pounds is a good amount to lose, but I still had so much more to lose. And so at that point, that's when I decided, okay, I'm going to look into weight loss surgery. Actually, the first one I looked into was lap band, because that's really all I had heard of. I had heard of gastric bypass, but in my head, it was always for people that were even bigger than I was, like the 500, 400, you know, my 600-pound life kind of people. But I did qualify for that too, but that just didn't seem like the right fit for me. So I had like taken some tests and done all these things and done my research, and actually my dad is the one that introduced me to the gastric sleeve procedure, because he knew someone from his work that had gotten it and got really good results. And so that's when I started looking into that. When I ended up choosing that procedure, it was the right fit. The doctor agreed that that would probably be the one that would be best for me, and I would see really, really good results. And so that's why I chose that. And again, it's the gastric sleeve procedure. It's the one where they go in and they remove, I believe, about 80% of your stomach. And so your stomach goes from kind of looking like this, like I say, it kind of looks like a bean, to cutting like that big half off, and it looks like this. And that's why it's called a sleeve, because like it looks like a sleeve. It's skinny. I call it my banana stomach because it kind of looks like a little banana. Okay, so the struggles with choosing that, like coming to like that decision, I was really scared what everyone would think. My biggest fear the whole time, out of everything besides like, oh, it'll change my life and what can I eat and all that, what my biggest fear was, will people think I took the easy way out? Will people like talk about me? And no one said anything to my face, and maybe people think that, I don't know. But for the most part, I've seen everyone's been really, really, really supportive. And to clarify, it is not the easy way out. It is a huge help for sure. You lose so like a really big amount of weight just because you have this tool that helps you. Like you don't have to tell yourself to stop eating, because your body will. It'll definitely tell you. And so yeah, that helps and it makes it easier. But there are still lifestyle changes you have to make. And if you don't, you will not be successful. You will not have optimal results. And I think that's like a common misconception with this surgery. So that was my first like big struggle and thing to overcome, because that honestly, that was part of the thing that was keeping me from taking like this leap and getting the surgery. Of course, the cost was a big concern. I have health insurance and had at that time, and that actually did help cover it. I think my insurance offered to cover like 80 or like 85%, and I do the other 15 or something like that. And then time out of my job, but it's actually a really quick recovery. you're able to go back to work almost right away. I think I got mine on a Thursday or Friday. Sorry. Okay, sorry about that. So I think I got mine on a Tuesday. A Thursday or a Friday, and I was able to go back to work that following Monday. So not that much time out of work. You just aren't supposed to be like lifting heavy and all that stuff, you know, normal post-op surgery things. And then also the concern about it does change your life forever. You can't eat the same. You can't drink the same. You go like 6 months or more, I guess, depending on what you want to do. But definitely a minimum of 6 months without drinking alcohol. And then you can't, like, you don't socially get to eat like you did. So that was like another huge concern. But ultimately I wanted it, and I wanted to be healthy and to enjoy my life more and to be happier more than like I cared about these big changes. And I eventually was able to kind of overcome these struggles and these things that were holding me back that made me really scared about the procedure. And choosing the right doctor, I did a lot of research before I even settled to go meet someone. I did end up choosing the doctor that I met with first, and I wouldn't change that decision at all. I think he was the right one for me. I think he is a great doctor, and I would recommend him to anyone. In fact, I have recommended him to people, and I loved him. I also, like, besides like his credentials, I looked at like the location. Of course, if you took my insurance, what the cost might be, but you don't really find that out until you go. And then also, like I said, like how I felt about him, and that just all went really well, and that's why I ended up choosing him as my surgeon. And then also, he did go to A&M, which I also went to, so that helped. And then pre-op, getting ready for the surgery. So for me, in order for my insurance to pay for it, I had to do about 6 months of a monitored weight program. So I had to check in every month at my doctor's office with, I don't know who, with just some doctor there, and they had to check my weight and ask me how I was eating and where I was struggling and all these things. My doctor told me from the beginning, if you gain any weight, I will not do this surgery. You need to lose, or at the bare minimum maintain, but preferably lose. He wanted to see that like I was dedicated and that I was going to do it. And so I did. Obviously I met the requirement, but that's a lot of work because that's you doing it naturally, and him seeing that, and it's really scary because I was like, oh my god, I can't even gain an ounce, because I have one of those scales that tells you like X amount, point, whatever. And so I was like, oh my god, I gotta see it. And if I gain anything, I was just a psycho about it because I wanted this so bad, and I didn't want to like shoot myself in the foot for like making one bad decision. So yeah. So besides just that 6 months of checking in, I also had to go get like a lot of blood work done and go to different doctors. Like I had to do this x-ray thing, or I guess CAT scan, MRI, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I had to go get blood work, and then also like this barium swallow, and you're like in these x-ray things on that too, which it was actually kind of cool, but it was weird. And that's just kind of to see if like your pipes and everything in there work, so that you'll have like a successful results from the surgery. And then I had to take a nutrition class, which was like kind of long, but it was really informative. Like I got a booklet, but it teaches you how to eat like kind of after surgery, because you have to follow a really strict diet for those, I think, first 5 weeks, because it's all liquids. And so for me, pre-op, I had to do 5 days pre-op of clear liquid. So it's like sugar-free popsicles, broth, Jello, and then I had to get I could have protein shakes at that time. And then that was 5 days before. And then afterwards, it's all that again. And you don't even want to do that when you don't want to even drink water. Like it's so, like you're just so, like your stomach's so small and tight, and you're just not used to it. And you're like, no, nothing. But trust me, you do end up wanting food. It's like, what is it? It's clear liquids, full liquids, purees, soft protein, and then you start lean, and then introducing like other things back into your life. But it's a very slow process. It feels way longer than I think 5 weeks. Those initial 5 weeks, you miss chewing. You like, oh, that's for another episode. But yeah, so that the nutrition class teaches you all about that and like how to make the right choices. Like you focus on the protein so much. Like you just need to get that protein in because you get full so quick. So you just need to get in because their goal by I guess the end of that month, that first month, is for you to be getting in, like, for me, because I'm a girl and I'm smaller, is like 60 grams a day, 60 to 80. And that is hard, like for me to get that in. For most people, that wouldn't be too difficult. If you track your macros, you know, like typically how much 4 ounces of chicken will have and stuff like that. So for me to get that in, it was very difficult, but you need to because you don't want to also get like emaciated and not have any nutrients. So it's really good that they had me take that class, and then you get a booklet and all this stuff, and it helps you with that. And then the last thing I had to do, and you have to do this, I think, closer to the surgery, I don't remember, was a psych evaluation. And I think at first, like, people are like, oh, why would you need that? But it's actually a really great idea. It helps to try to uncover, like, what is going on? Like, how did this happen? Like, a lot of it is in people's head. Like, I know for me it was, like, being an emotional eater or, like, anything like that. And like my stepmom said to me once, it's not what's eating you, no, not what you're eating, but what's eating you. And so that kind of mentality with them too, like figure out what's going on, because even after the surgery, you have this tool, you're still you. You're still going to have those struggles. So if you haven't unwrapped that and uncovered that, you're not going to be successful. So yeah, that is how I led up to that process, how I made those decisions, and how I got to get my surgery. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask me if you want to know about the doctor or anything specific like that. And also, if you want to hear more about anything specifically in another video where I could dive deeper, please just, again, write in the comments or let me know. And if you like this video, please click like and subscribe to my channel. I look forward to talking to y'all again. Thank you. Bye. And haters, they're gonna hate. Ooh, ooh, ballers, they gonna ball. Do y'all remember 3LW? Because that's what I was singing. Okay, catch you later. Peace.